I always say that you get close to the people who are in those same rooms. You know, I ended up going to panels and said whoever was working at MTV at the time, even if it was a different department, somebody always knows somebody who knows somebody. So I continue to make those connections through LinkedIn, send my thank you notes. So that was how I made those connections. And then I navigated through those spaces. And then when the opportunity presented itself, I originally interviewed for the communications department at VH1. And then the opportunity like opened up for a social media position at VH1. Now I originally was like, I don't really know, like I really wanted MTV, I wanted a specific thing. And that was when patience and knowing that again, everything that I want and I'm going to get. And I will say that check mark to everything. I look back at those 10 years and I done everything I possibly can do and then some. So it's like, even if like it started off at VH1, but by the time I look back at the 10 years, my credentials said VH1, MTV, BET, and then even Paramount Network, and then everything else in between, Met Gala, all these other award shows. And I was just like, I look back and I just like cry. I think like I knew it was coming just because large media companies right now, the entertainment industry is shifting so much. If you look at the news even today, that there's a lot of things, a lot of people, they don't understand that how some chapters do have to end. And I was like, at first I was like, damn, I'm like the cockroach in the apocalypse, they ain't gonna get me, right? And but then eventually I kind of felt it. I said, look, it's my time, but I'm glad because comfortability is never going to get me out of, I'm going to get comfortable here and I'm going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over. Where is the shift for me to get into a new space? Where is it going to happen? Because I became a content creator at my day job in 2016. So I was basically running my whole entire life in 2 jobs simultaneously in between that entire time. So it's like I never stopped hustling during that entire, everything, because I wasn't just going to let a corporate, job stop me.
Message.
Yeah. Go ahead. That's a message.
Yeah. Y'all know I don't press the button, so I know. I don't.
She's like, at some point in time, I got the button access taken away. So.
No, I just know. I just be like, they know when to do it. I'm pretty.
Yeah, I'm curious to see your timing. Press the damn button.
So I want to go into like the content creation. So when did you decide like, okay, like I'm gonna like start content creating, and then like when did it become like, oh, like you can make this a job, like make money?
So 2016 is when I started doing that, because before paying for college in New York City was very hard. I had 7 different jobs. I worked at Subway making sandwiches. I became, I worked at the salon 2 doors down from that. I was in a makeup and social media assistant for a makeup artist. I was doing a lot. Some odd other business, I was working with it. It was a lot happening before I got to a stable corporate job. But my love for beauty never kind of like subsided. I still loved seeing, the YouTubers, the Jackie Inas, the girls that are painting their faces. And I'm like, I do this all the time. I might as well just, start to film it and record it. And that was the height of the beauty influencer sphere. That was the height of the beauty festivals. And I wanted to capitalize on that. I said, look, I learned from, award-winning like makeup artists. I did it in high school. I know what I can do. And so I did it with what I could. And I went to the festivals. I got the clients. I hadn't paid my dues. And that was what kind of helped. But in that moment, something had already started to encapsulate. That was the start of the glamorous social media maven. She was born during 2014, 2016. So that was how she became a thing. My brand was born because I would work at red carpet events as early as being an intern in 2014, but I started working my first red carpet officially on the team in 2015. And it was fall 2015 into 2016. And I would always have glamorous makeup, always presentable. And that's how that goes back to my Caribbean heritage and my mom sort of like, always saying, oh, you always got to dress up, but when you, leave the house. And I did just that. If I'm going to LA, no one knows me there. I don't have any friends there. I'm going to dress up and be myself. So I painted my face up, looked nice, looked good. People always say, oh, did you hire a makeup artist for this? And what it helped is that it stopped every single celebrity.
Message.
Being presentable allowed me to get attention in not a obnoxious way, but being myself allowed for me to say, oh my God, I love your lashes. Oh my God, I love your hair. Oh my God, I love this. And I'm like, thank you so much. I love yours too. Can I get a photo of you for VH1's Instagram? Oh, can you like use our Twitter mirror for this and that? Like, oh, Vanessa Williams, can I get this? Oh, like Mariah Carey, can I get this? Monica, can I get that? That was what helped make me the person that my bosses always said, well, Sarita's going to go to LA today because I trust her to do it because everyone loves her. And that was where I used myself as that sort of vehicle and that catalyst to create the Glamorous Social Media Maven. And it wasn't until I got laid off that I reintroduced her as like, I lost her for a little bit. And then I kind of brought her back and said, I haven't really been able to feed her in the way that I needed to. So, because then I was just like, wait, I do have Brandon for my own brand. I just haven't really been pouring into her. So that was really where she became like something.
We have a saying: teach them how to fish, they'll learn you sell fishing poles. That was that to a T. So for anybody listening, like if you want to sell a product, especially on social media, whether you're selling social media strategy, whatever it is, do what you are selling. Show them. You have to drink your own Kool-Aid. You have to show them. You have to make brands want to come to you. You have to be creative. Show them that you could be creative. If you're going to be creative for your own brand, imagine what you would do for theirs when they're paying.
Right. So that's what you drink your own Kool-Aid or drink the. I've been hearing so many people say that is actually rooted in cult and like something that happened in Guyana. I hate it. Like,
you ain't giving me a check. We can change.
I got Did you, when you went to FIT, because did you stay in the dorms in FIT? Did you stay on campus, or did you was you a student that went back and forth?
I commuted. I did 2 degrees and a minor at FIT. I interned at different places. So I did a associates in fashion merchandise management, and I did which is also again another thing that where rejection is your own protection. And I'm glad that you actually brought that up, because it goes back to your what Jared was saying about how did you get your internship. I got my associates in fashion merchandise management, minors in Asian studies, and then my bachelor's in advertising marketing communications.